If you just work and do the hard thing when you feel like it, you're never going to get anywhere. I've built my whole persona and personality and my character traits as a person who does the work irrespective of how I feel. I know where I'm going, I'm very clear. I have written down who I need to become in order to become worthy of managing 8-figure businesses, of growing brands, of managing teams, of being able to become extraordinary, basically. If you want to do extraordinary things, if you want to accomplish extraordinary things, you yourself must become extraordinary. And most of the time, it's just about doing the thing every single day for a consistent period of time. Everything that you're doing allows it to stack. Then you've actually got something to show for it. No one's coming to save you. No one's going to do the work for you. You've escaped the 9 to 5. Okay, brilliant. That was your objective. But now you have no one telling you what to do, how to do it, when to do it, what not to do. So it's up to you to be able to build and stack habits and routines that are conducive to maintaining and growing that success. Because we always fall to the levels of our habits or routines. We don't necessarily always rise to the level of our highest goals. What are you doing every day? What hard things are you doing every single day? Particularly so when you don't have anyone telling you what to do. Where's the motivation coming from? Do you expect this to be easy? It's not supposed to be easy. If it was easy, everyone would do it. It wouldn't be worth it. You're not getting out of bed for something that is mediocre or vanilla. It needs to be a big, strong, burning desire. If you think everything's just predestined or things are just happening to you, you will never be successful as an entrepreneur, because as an entrepreneur, you happen to life. You transpire from things happening to you to things happening for you and through you. You become the vehicle at which you can source creative energy and inspiration and actually turn it into a product or a service that adds value to your consumers. Sometimes you start and you don't have a very clear direct route, but that's your job to find out. Whatever hinders your task becomes your task. Whatever's holding you back, that's now your job to overcome it. You don't just see a brick wall, think, oh yeah, it's too high. You don't do that as an entrepreneur. That's why 99.9% will fail, because they don't have a burning desire, they don't have a huge amount of drive. The second it gets hard, which it will get hard, you're just going to quit, because that's what every cell in your body is screaming for you to do at all times. Just go back, get back in your nest, comfort zone, everyone around you telling you just to be normal, go back to your job, or you've changed. But guess what? You haven't changed. Who are you becoming? Who do you need to become? Which character traits do you need to kill off and then replace with ones that make you worthy of managing money, of success, of having a successful business, of being able to inspire employees, or being able to magnetically attract clients? But again, no one's going to do this for you, no one's telling you what to do, and this is why your environment is so important. Now, I don't mean what room you're working in, I mean who are you spending your most time with? We're the average of the 5 people we spend the most time with. So who are you hanging out with? What are you doing to transpire your environment? I started in the northeast of England, brought up in a council estate, which is government housing. I had no good people around me, okay? My pre-designated life path was just utter mediocrity and no expectations. I'm not clever, I'm not intelligent, I didn't get high grades in school. I had to work like a dog to get everything I've achieved. The way I do this is I reframe every day as a school day. I'm learning, I'm a voracious reader, I'm a student of life, I'm constantly learning, adapting. I'm also not scared of making mistakes. Fear of failure is massive for entrepreneurs because they think everyone's watching them or everyone's criticizing them or talking about them. Guess what, bro? No one gives a fuck. The only person who cares about you is you, which means you block out the noise, you block out the haters. If anything, welcome them, okay? Because you're going to prove them wrong. You're going to do what they can and will never do, which means you're going to achieve new heights. And only at that point will they say, oh, fair enough. But then they'll say, oh, he's blessed, he got lucky, the timing was right. When you know it was nothing to do with timing. It was all about you turning up, doing the hard thing, day after day after day, no matter what was going on. I remember at one point when I was setting up my nutrition business, I was maybe about a year in. It was a grey, cloudy afternoon, probably like a Wednesday afternoon. I remember literally run out of money. I don't know how I'm going to move forward. I don't know where my next sale's coming from. I probably had like 2 weeks of cash left in the business. I was literally under the table in a fetal position, crying, thinking, I don't know a way out of this. I've tried everything. This is the reality of entrepreneurship. But look where I am now. Did I quit? No. Am I allowed to express emotion and go through that? Absolutely. But that doesn't mean the world's against me. If anything, I allow myself to have a bit of a piss and moan, but then guess what? You're straight back at it because you are paid by results. And your job, your actual job as an entrepreneur is you solve problems at scale. You're a problemologist, okay? That's what you do, okay? So you're in that situation, what are you gonna do about it? Are you gonna let and continue to let things happen to you? Is it everything's going wrong around you? What's the point in even trying? What's the point in getting out of bed in the morning? Or when you have nothing, your superpower is you have nothing to lose, okay? So why not go out, try, okay? You've got nothing to lose, which means you have everything to gain. So when things get difficult, which they will, they're not supposed to be easy. And if they are easy, that's not a blessing because you don't learn, you don't cultivate the habits, the routines, you don't build a strong mindset. That's the reward of the struggle. And this is what then enables you to deal with bigger problems, bigger demons, bigger issues, okay? Because your reward for overcoming a problem as an entrepreneur, guess what? It's a bigger problem. So if you don't go through that sequential, if you get the level 9 problem and you're level 2 mentally, you're just gonna crumble. So actually you can look back and be grateful for them because you now know what not to do, which means you know what to do. And I would rather run 1,000 miles in the wrong direction than stand still. That's my mindset.